Good day to you all. In our series of lessons, we will be looking at The African Child by Camara Laye today. It's a great novel who talks about the growth of the child called Laye. So we'll be looking at the summary, we'll be analyzing the plot, and in the subsequent lessons, I will be looking at the themes, the characterization, and some of the devices used in the novel. So, looking at this novel, The African Child, we see that The African Child was published in 1953. It is an autobiographical novel written by Camara Laye. It is the kind of novel we call Bildungsroman, which has to do with the child development and growth. The novel centers on the Malinke tribe of French Guinea, which is characterized by superstitions that influence the ways of the members of the community. The lives of the people is guarded by superstition and the Islamic practices. So we also see in the background of the text that the Malinke fuse their traditional culture with Islam. They are famous blacksmiths, which is why the father of Laye, the hero in the novel, is also a blacksmith. He owns a forge. So, looking at the setting of the novel is set in Malinke community, and we see that it is a traditional African society where the life of the people are guarded by culture, by traditional beliefs, and also by religious practices. So we see that Camara writes about his academic journey. Okay, so it is set in Malinke, and see, I'm not following the writings on the screen directly. So when you listen to me, you as well read the writings on the screen so that you will have full understanding of the novel. I'm just analyzing and summarizing it. So the text on the screen may not follow it exactly. So let's look at the plot of the novel. We see in the novel that Camara Laye writes about his academic journey from the local Quranic school, and then his French elementary school to his higher education in Paris. So where he goes on scholarship. He got a scholarship to study in Paris, and then he studied mechanics. So while in France, he feels lonely and alienated. He alienated from his culture, from his parents, and as a result of such exposure to a different culture in Paris, he gets inspired to write about the Malinke culture, his childhood experiences, and the challenges and achievements during his academic journey. So we saw that as a young boy in Korusa, Korusa is the name of his community. Camara is exposed to the mysteries of his tribe, like the guiding spirit in form of a snake, which guides his father to prophesy and also to make trinket out of gold. Now, one of the guiding spirits in the traditional African society, especially in this novel, is the snake. You may be wondering, how can a snake be a guiding spirit? It is the traditional beliefs of the people that the spirit comes in form of a snake, and then he guides the people, and we can see that the father of Laye in the novel was guided by the spirit so that he sometimes prophesy or make or say things that will happen in the future, and also through the spirit inspiration he makes trinkets. So these are some of the things that the guiding spirit helped the father to do. And then we saw that the guiding spirit appears before the father at night, and it revealed to him what is to happen the following day. And whenever he smelt gold, that is, the father of Laye smelt gold, it is always there to guide him, which is the spirit, the snake. So we see that the mother also has a magical power given to him, given to her, the fact that she follows twins, and according to the Malinke culture, a child who follows twins is believed to have magical power. That is, the grandmother of Laye gave birth to twins. Then the next child is the mother of Laye. So in the traditional Malinke beliefs, a child that is born after twins has magical powers. And the mother of Laye is respected for such magical powers that the people believes she has. So we also see that it is not only beliefs, but also we saw that the mother also performed some magical things. Like she is capable of performing magic as a way of helping those who may be in trouble. For instance, she commands the horse to rise up when its owner tell her that it is unable to get up and walk. No, this is also it may sound funny, but it is the belief of the people, especially the Malinke people in the novel, that even the mother of Laye telling the horse to rise up and the horse rose up immediately was an act of magic, or as an act of possessing magical powers. Then we also saw that her totem, she has a totem which is a crocodile, implying that crocodile do not harm her, and that is why she's able to draw water from River Niger at a time. And when there are many crocodiles ready to attack whoever comes to their vicinity. Now, at that time, River Niger was populated by crocodile, and anyone who comes to the water, comes to the river to fetch water, is being attacked by crocodile. But the mother of Laye goes to the Niger River, fetch water, and return home unharmed. And it is believed that it is because of her totem, which is a small crocodile she has. So it is also believed that Camara is strongly attached to his parents, especially his mother. And people also, some of the characters also believe that this is as a result of the mother's magical powers. It draws also even her children to her. And the mother is close to Camara as well. And when Camara gets the opportunity to study from the technical school in Conakry, the mother objects to the idea till when the husband persuades her to let Laye go to Paris for a higher institution study, to go and study mechanics. So we saw that the situation is even made worse when Camara secures scholarship to study from Paris. So the mother breaks down, and it takes a lot of effort from the husband, that is the father of Laye, to calm her down. And Camara also loves his mother dearly, and at the same time loves his grandmother, to the extent that he always traveled to go and see the grandmother, and eager to go to the place of the grandmother, which is Tindika, to visit her. So while there, he enjoyed village life and participate in the communal harvesting of rice. You know, one of the portable crops that are being planted in Tinka, which is also part of Conakry and Korusa, is rice. And we saw that Laye enjoying harvesting rice. He also enjoyed planting rice. So Laye described the Konden Diara, which is a communal circumcision. It's called Konden Diara, the circumcision of a male child. It is a form of initiation of a child into adulthood, and then some part of they call it circumcision part, the foreskin is cut off, so that the child becomes a full adult. It is called Kodendiara in the Korusa language, in the Malinke tradition. So we saw that she engaged in it, or she was asked to pass through it. He undertook the ritual, and he used to initiate boy there. So it involved isolating. The Kodendiara involved isolating the children, or the person to be initiated, involve isolating the person in a bush or in a bushy area for some time, where the bigger boys pretend to be lions, and then they roar at night. So those who are already adult will roar at night, and the child is expected not to run away from the bush. He has to be in the bush despite the roaring that may intimidate her, that may make her to be afraid. She's not expected to cry. She's not expected to run away. So if you run away, you are not mature enough to be initiated into adulthood. So Laye also aware of this and decided not to run away. She endured the fear. She endured the isolation in the bush. And at that time, she was able to pass through the initiation period successfully. The initiation period is a challenging experience to Laye, but it helps to drive out fear from him and other boys and prepare them for full adulthood. So as Laye grows, he excels in school. In his teens, he is sent to Conakry, a coastal city in Guinea, where he attended the technical school. And then we saw that he stays with his mother's brother during the weekend and is treated like a son by this uncle. So while at school, his study. So we saw that Laye also was not only being missed by the parent, he also missed his parent. And he was even sick to the extent that he was hospitalized for 2 months in the school. And then we saw also that at school he makes friends and develop interest in a gear. He particularly liked a gear called Maria. And then their affection for one another is sweet and very innocent. And then his aunt tease him about his fondness for her and do their best to set them up. No, the relationship was purely platonic and innocent. It has nothing to do with the current relationship in our modern society, where any relationship between a male and a female is driven towards sexual affair. So it was an innocent relationship between Laye and Maria, and the aunt of Laye teased them to even get married in future. So we saw that at the end of his study, Laye is offered the scholarship to Paris, but his mother, who is extremely attached to him, forbids him to go. So his father agrees with Laye that it is his best interest to go to Paris to study, but it breaks his mother's heart. So Laye wrote the novel The African Child at age 19 as a student in Paris, being homesick and missing his parents. And then he was studying mechanics at that time. So we can see that the novel deals with the child, with the growth of the child from his home during the Quranic school to his technical school in Conakry, and then to his higher education study in Paris. So we are going to be discussing more on the novel in our subsequent lesson. We are going to be talking about the characters in the novel, then the roles of each character, which is characterization. Then we'll also be discussing the themes in the novel. By this short discussion and analysis of the plot of the novel, I believe you can also be able to point out 1 or 2 themes in the novel, the novel is with child growth, it deals with the theme of education, then theme of culture, initiation. All those things are part of the things that we are going to be discussed in our next lesson. And then we are going to be discussing the literary devices used in the novel also. What are some of the literary devices used in the novel? Do we have antithesis there? Do we have metonymy? Is there use of anything like a epigram and some other literary devices? We are going to be discussing all of them also. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell so that as we roll out the videos for this novel, you will get updated and notified at any time the video is uploaded. Thank you and have a good day.